Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight through.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. This is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Got it.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's Mixon on the counter. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go down at the 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Tackle by A.J. Epinesa.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. and his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yep.
Here's Lawrence. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Look at me.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.